egoFM Backstage
mit Gloria.
Das Debütalbum eines Artists ist sowas wie das große Hallo, hier bin ich. Und Masterpiece aus dem Süden Londons hat mit How to Make a Masterpiece 2024 gleich mal gezeigt, wo er hin will, nämlich nach ganz oben. Es folgten weitere Songs, zum Beispiel Support-Shows mit Franz Ferdinand oder Auftritte beim Glastonbury. Und dieses Jahr hat er schon wieder eine EP gedroppt und ist gerade mit 5 Seconds of Summer auf Tour. Und da freue ich mich sehr, dass er es vor dem Konzert in München heute zu egoFM Backstage geschafft hat. Hi, Masterpiece.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Great to have you today. How are you? How's the tour going? Are you pretty tired or all good?
A bit of everything. I'm in high spirits, in reflection mode because it's the last week of the tour, and yeah, I'm feeling good.
So already a lot of memories made.
Yeah, so much memories made and so inspiring. Like I've definitely felt super duper inspired from this tour for sure. Yes.
So good. I've prepared a few either-or questions for you, so our listeners or people watching will get to know you a bit better. I just said you're from the UK, so tea or coffee for you?
Tea all day.
Tea all day?
Yeah, I love tea, yeah.
With a little bit of milk or?
A little bit of milk, 2 sugars, bosh. Oat milk as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I'm actually an early bird. I wake up really early all the time. So my body clock naturally wakes up at 6.
Wow.
That's
really early.
Yeah, really early.
So what you do when you get up at 6? Have a tea.
I kind of want to go back to bed. My body just is come on, please go back to bed. But my ADHD's just get off and go. I'm always excited for the day to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to switch places with you. Sometimes when my clock goes off in the morning, I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not an early morning person. Okay. Books or movies?
Movies, because I'm dyslexic, so.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to read, but.
So you don't enjoy reading as much?
I like a movie. I love a movie for sure.
What's your favorite movie?
Goodfellas. It's got Robert De Niro. Yeah, the gangster movie, man. I love that. I don't think I love when I watch movies. Or anything. I like to learn something from it. I like to take something away from it. And I feel like Goodfellas was the first thing I ever watched. That was about loyalty and brotherhood and family and the importance of family. And even though it was in a different way of gangster related, for me it just showed about how you have being loyal to your friends matters more than the money or whatever it may be. That is and treating people with respect and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. I just from Goodfellas, I just really it's always been a movie that I could watch again and again and again. It's always resonated with me. And it's just I like things that are actually based on real life stories. Because there's nothing worse than watching something that just isn't based on real life story. I'm just a bit okay, boring. Whereas something that you're watching, you're oh my god, I can't believe that could have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I think the movie's also really long, right? So you really have to immerse yourself.
And it's a proper story. It feels like a tale.
Yeah.
It feels like a tale of an old tale of this is what it was like. And yeah, it just feels real. It just feels real as fuck. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We're not allowed to swear, are we?
Sorry?
Are we allowed to swear? No swearing.
You can swear.
Okay,
it's German radio, so you're allowed.
Okay, cool. Double check.
We're not going to beep it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's different in the UK, right?
Yeah. We can't swear in the UK.
Did you have difficulties with your songs being played on the radio?
Oh my god.
Over in the UK?
Yeah. Any song is just even once are not even swear words that sound could be swear words to change it. Yeah, so yeah, it's quite whack. But over here, just let it run in its purity. Let it run in its purity for sure.
Also, you don't swear in all of your songs, so that's...
No, there's some of them.
Okay. TikTok or do not disturb mode? My last question for you.
I love D&D, man. That's my favorite. I like TikTok, yeah, but I like watching TikTok because I like true crime. So I'll be there's this person called True Crime Caitlin, and she just always just has the best stories. And I'm just like so fascinated. Or there's this other guy called Ray, and he uses AI like it's obviously clearly AI, but he uses it to tell the story. So he'll use like cartoons that he's obviously made on AI. Because I'm like, there's no way you're just getting those videos up that quickly. Like, there's just no way. So he will do like some like clips of like explaining the story and like explaining like how this person and that person met and then where it went dark. And I just kind of like watching those kind of like just real life stuff. Like, it's just like how like, I don't know, someone managed to like rob a bank, but like get away with it, and then didn't get away with it because of the smallest detail and like all of those stuff. Like I love that type of stuff, because it's just like, how the hell did you get away with that? Or like, how did you manage to rob that bank or whatever? So yeah.
Okay, I have to check that out. Check out that channel.
Yeah.
What's a song that's playing on repeat on your playlist right now?
What's the song I playing on repeat on my thing right now? I would probably say there's this artist from Sweden called Fine.
Oh, wow.
And she has this song, I want to I think it's called Perfume, but I could be wrong. But I think it's called Perfume, and it's so good.
We have to check that out as well.
Yeah, she's so amazing. I think I'm correct. Like, I don't know if she's from Sweden. Like, please don't batter me in the comment. But she's so good. Like, I discovered her. I think she's part of like the Copenhagen, like, you know, the Copenhagen indie scene, like the Denmark, Swedish, like they're like the Scandinavian indie scene.
Okay,
be part of it. And so I found her music like randomly, and I was just like, what the hell is this? I've been listening to it ever since.
Okay, that's really cool. Now we want to talk about your music. You released your first songs in 2019, and I think for a long time you didn't really see music as a career option, right?
Yeah.
What changed your mind? I mean, we're happy that you did, but what changed your mind?
I think there was if I'm honest, when I saw how much money people can make on a record deal, I will never forget, right? I was 19 and I'm getting given record deals. And I remember going to my manager and I was like, I thought that was like an industry myth. It's like, we pay you to release music. And we sign you and we put the music out, and you don't have to worry about anything. You just need to go and make the music, and we'll put it out, and we'll pay your massive like advance. And I was like, what? Like, I honestly thought it was bullshit.
Yeah.
I literally did not believe that was like a thing, right? So when I got my first record deal, and like compared to now, that like the money like was small when I looked at it at the time. Like, obviously loads of deals were coming through at the time, but I remember looking at this money and I was like, that was the most money I'd ever seen in my life. So it was like, what? Like, and I was like, and all I gotta do is just drop songs. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, sign. Where do I sign? Like, and I think the coming from like nothing made me feel like, okay, cool. Like, if I could do something positive in my life, and people think I have talent, and people want to sign me off this talent, and I can make a quick buck, why wouldn't I do it? I think that was what was in my brain. I was just like, and then when I was doing it, I found myself caring about it more than I had led on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I found myself being like, oh, I actually really care about this career, and like, I really care about this music, and I really care about it. Like, so I want to give it my all. But that didn't come until like later on. Like, that didn't come until like 2021. But like, probably say 2019, 2020, I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna make a check. And then COVID happened. And I remember like, I can't go and get a job. So I need to sign this record deal and make this thing shake, because I didn't want to go and get a job. So
you wrote songs in like lockdown in your home as well?
Yeah, literally just writing songs and like, just like,
this has to work.
Yeah, this has to work. Like, yeah, it was very like fight or flight. Like, I remember like being in my room, and also I was working with this guy called Chris at the time, and he was like a producer that lived like a couple roads down from me, and it was COVID. So I had to go through his garden to go and work with him. And it's just like, bro, like, what do you want to do with this music thing? Like, you're so talented, and like, you should definitely give it a proper go. And it's just like, bro, I literally don't know. Like, I'm just here, like, like, we're just gonna vibe and just see what shakes. Like, and yeah, I was just holding in the sound and finding my voice, and you know, so yeah, I think obviously the money at first, I'll be honest, was like the first thing, like, oh, I can make dough of this. And then like the passion came, I think, when I saw how good I was at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I really need to take this seriously.
So in 2024, you released your debut album, How to Make a Masterpiece.
Yeah.
Which obviously is a wordplay, but also it's a big dream, right? To release this first proper body of work as an artist. So having done this, having created this masterpiece, where do you go from there?
I know, I do know it is. We came in so strong with the first album. Like, we got nominated for so many awards. We won an Ivan Novello. Like, our album was in the charts, like, you know, and that was like the first off the bat independently. Like, we did that all independently. And I just remember feeling like I got everything I wanted out of that first album. And now I've got like I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this, but like I have a second album like ready. Like I probably say we're 95% done.
Cool.
And I honestly don't know what to expect, and I don't even know what I want out of it, because I felt for my first album, because it was so artistically like my vision and how I saw it and how I wanted it and all of that. I feel like this next album, I don't know what I want from it. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what like dream or aspiration I see for it. I'm just like, fuck it.
Well, maybe you can explain a bit about the like sonic development or something, because the debut album, I think, was also heavily influenced by the noughties.
Yeah.
And you're described as an artist who blends like indie, punk, and pop as well. So would you say the new stuff is sounding a bit different?
Oh, so much different. I do know it is. I think like my swag, like a lot of people bit my swag once I dropped the album. And it was like, do you know what it is? No, like loads of people, like nobody knew what really indie sleaze was when I dropped that first album. Like nobody really knew what it was. And it wasn't like a thing that like people were speaking about. And then I dropped my album. So this is 2023. Like I had announced that I had an album coming out, and the singles were like very like in that world, and people were like, what sound is this? Like, what is this? And I just felt like when people, like I think Charlie made it popular, and like that sound made it popular, which like did me so many favors. And I'm so happy that Brat and that whole thing happened. But I think after Brat, I think everything after that has just tried to replicate that thing. But it's like, you can't replicate that. Do you know what I mean? You can't replicate a Brat, or like, you can't replicate How to Make a Masterpiece. Like, you can't, like, it's like you either like care about that genre or you don't. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like there was a lot of like, especially in London, like when UK, there was just loads of artists coming out of the woodworks that was just like, oh yeah, like I make sleazy music now, and like, you know, and I'm just like, yeah, cool, sweet, like sounds great, but it doesn't feel authentic. So I was like, for the second album, I was like, I'm gonna change my swag, like, because I don't want to be used with that same brush of like, oh, he's like just on
one of these artists.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And no shade, like I just felt that when we found this like the pocket of like indie music, I remember playing I played a show, and people were looking at me like, what the fuck is it? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like I was getting those type of looks, but now it's like so like acceptable, you know? And I feel like I was on TikTok the other day, and someone was like, oh, if you like this indie sleazy thing, you should check out this person. And like, I was the first one to know, like, oh, this was the first guy to do it. And it felt good to see someone like actually like say that I was actually one of the first in the UK to revive that thing. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't calling it indie sleaze. I was calling it like electro clash, because that's what it was to me anyway. But it felt good to kind of get that recognition, like, oh, he actually did bring that back over here. But obviously, like I said, like I feel like my swag got bit, and I was just like, I don't even want to be called indie sleaze. Like, I don't want that. Like, I want to push that narrative away from me. Like, I'm like, this new music, it's just feel good indie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making indie music that I fuck with, and like, I think it really feel good. I think there's elements of like what has happened in the past, but like the music is still authentically myself, and it's like I'm not doing it to jump on trends. I feel like it's the problem with music, is like everything's a trend. So it's like if someone's on this, like I'm already 10 heads like my brain has already gone to the sound that I think I want to make and what I think is going to be like prevalent in the next years to come.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, there's a lot of like people just doing it for the trend more than like doing it because they actually fuck with that music. Like they sit down and like, I remember when I was telling people, like, oh, do you listen to like LCD Sound System? They're like, who is that? And I'm just like, how can you not know LCD Sound System? Or like The Rapture or like, you know, Friendly Fires. And it's just like, but now everybody's like, yeah, listen to like Friendly Fires and like The Rapture and shit. But it's just funny. It's just funny, like, so that's why like this next album, I purposely was like, ain't gonna be that sound. Like,
Yeah, gonna do something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we get to hear more of the new stuff, you also already dropped an EP this year, 2026, the Stupid Kids EP. And you named it Stupid Kids because you were labeled the stupid kid back in school because you struggled with school a little bit. Yeah. So how was growing up in South London for you? Did you spend time out with your friends? Did you spend time at home? Tell us a bit about yourself.
South London. Well, so I was born in South London. I was born in King's College Hospital, and that was in South East London. So that was like Camberwell, like Peckham sides. And then obviously because of like everything that was going on in that time in that area, my mum moved us to Surrey. So I grew up like my early development was in Surrey. Like I grew up and I found myself all in Surrey, and so it's like just on the outskirts of London. So it was mad because I came from like a hood perspective, like a hood background, and then going into like London, going into Surrey. So hood was like London, and then going into Surrey, it's like kind of posh. Mm-hmm. So like people are listening to indie music. So like I'm going to school and like my friends, like my white friends anyway, are listening to like indie songs and indie bands, and they're like, oh yeah, mate, like, do you like the Kooks? Or like, oh, it's the Monkeys and that. And I'm just like, who the hell is that? But like, then they'll show me. So they were putting me on from like age 13, 14, you get me? But then my hood friends were like listening to like rap, like real road rap, like hood rap, the rap that was going on in the area that was describing what's going on in the area. So I've always had an eclectic taste and feel to what's developed the music now to make the masterpiece project, because it's like, I can listen to the pop indie stuff, but also keep the hood and the rap and the essentially the black culture that I grew up in and that I am like myself. Like that's my DNA. It's part of my DNA. Like black culture is part of the masterpiece DNA. Like indie music is part of the like masterpiece DNA. Rap music, hip hop, everything. Like all of it is part of the same DNA. Mm-hmm. And I don't shy away. I don't neglect it because it's like, if I did, I can't have one without the other. Like I feel like I couldn't have this the London South black like side of that type of music without the indie and vice versa. Like the masterpiece project wouldn't have been what it is if I didn't have both. You know?
So you really enjoy just mixing it all.
Yeah,
together.
like I think both definitely, and I think Stupid Kids is like a real echo of that.
And there's anthems on there for all the stupid kids.
Yeah,
we
got tunes, man. We got tunes. Like we've got anthems, we've got party songs, we've got. But that EP kind of came out of the feeling of just like, you know, this is the last time I want to really talk about electro clash and like be in that realm of like music. Like that was like my last. Like that was like my that. If anything, that should have been on How to Make a Masterpiece. Like that was like the cousin of How to Make a Masterpiece. Like I would say Stupid Kids Brothers. Like that's like they're like cousins, and they were supposed to supposed to be an album too, but I just had a revamp and a rethink, and that album too is a completely different thing.
You've been really busy these last years. I mean, you've released a debut album, then a lot of different songs over the years, the EP. You've been touring. Alex Capranos of Franz Ferdinand is also a big fan of yours. He like comments every of your posts.
Yeah,
so cute.
Bro, man. I love it.
You've been supporting Franz Ferdinand in the past. And right now, you're on tour with 5 Seconds of Summer.
Yeah.
And I've seen in your set list, you also cover like a huge boy band song. You cover One Direction in the set.
Yeah.
So how does this feel, these evenings with the 5 Seconds of Summer crowd and like playing your own music, but also this kind of music. How's the vibe at these shows?
I think it's just insane. Like, I think their fan base is just so amazing. Like, I've never met a fan base that are so engaged, so caring, so lovely. Like, they really just give a shit. And like, you see normally like with support acts, like fans, I've been to, I've supported bands and I've never seen a crowd so receptive than I have on this tour. And it's just like, we are no way bigger than Five Sauce, but they're treating us like we're in the same kind of like vein, or, and like being supportive, bringing like cards and like writing our names on it and like, just doing all these cute things that I've never experienced as a musician. And it's just honestly one of the biggest blessings and one of the biggest memories I'll never forget. Like, I've been so inspired every single fucking day. And I feel like, it's been crazy. Like, also, like, it's so jokes for you, we're on egoFM. But it's like, I don't have an ego in the sense of like, with my music, it's like, I know they don't know who I am. Right, I know the fans. Obviously, they like my fans know who I am, but them, they don't know who I am. So I'm coming into this place, this arena,
huge place, really
huge place, and I'm like, okay, cool. I could play them the most roguish songs that they don't fucking know, and hope that they like it, which they will. They'll like it, and they'll get down when they need to get down. Or you can play your shit, and it's like, let that rock, and then play like a song that we all know. So it's like, even if you didn't fuck with like the first 8 songs I played, you're gonna know this one.
Yeah.
And you're gonna sing this one. And I think that alone, it's just common sense for me. So I'm just like, let me play on that a little bit. Let me just like, if you didn't like the 8 songs, by the 9th song, which is the second to last song, I'm gonna have won you over. I know I will have. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been cities where like the whole set, I'm like, I'm going for it. And they're just like, yeah, cool, whatever. And then I've just dropped that cheat code and they're like, whoa. Yeah. And then by the last song, they're in. They don't even care anymore. It's like, oh, he's reading the room. He's like, he understands that we don't know him yet. And how's he gonna win us over? And I think that alone is like impressive in itself to then get them, because it's like, now I got them commenting on my stuff being like, play Olivia Rodrigo or play Taylor Swift or play this and play that. And I just find it so funny because now I'm sitting there thinking, what should we play tonight? Like, I was just having fun with it, like, because that's what it should be. You have 30 minutes to make it shake. You have 30 minutes to show them that you are worth investing in. And it's just like, as much as you can play your own songs, and that's great, cool, but more time, some of them don't even care. They just want to see the main act. So the best thing you can do is pull on them heartstrings and be like, oh, I'm going to drop this little card and let's see. And if you don't move to that, which I know you will, then I've got you now. Yeah. And now I can just drop the last song, and you'll be so high off that last high. You're like, okay, cool. I can rock with this guy. I like him. He's a bit like I'm a fan. No, I'm not a fan yet, but
maybe will be. Yeah. There will be fans. Because I feel like I've also seen like you taking pictures with fans in the crowd, like after your set, watching Five Sauce and I feel like with every city you play, you're taking new fans.
New fans. No, I've made a lot of fans from this tour. Like, we were looking earlier, like I was like, I made like 10,000 new followers, like through that on IG alone. And then like, I think on like Discord, like just people following on Discord and Twitter. And it's just mad. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And I'm just so grateful to the Five Sauce boys and like their team for really like, because that is really the support tool everyone wants. Like, it's such a mad opportunity. And I'm just so grateful that they gave it to us. Like, because now I feel like I've got another like I've added another brick to the house I'm trying to build. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've added another brick, and now hopefully that will echo into something else, and that will echo into something else, and let's see what happens. But
And you already got the next brick, like your second album, waiting to be placed in the building.
Placed in the building.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking forward to this new stuff of yours, to this new album very much, and hope to have you back soon. And thank you so much for taking the time and being on egoFM Backstage today. Masterpiece.
Thank you for having me. Good love. Thank you. Amazing.
Bei egoFM Backstage treffe ich regelmäßig eure Lieblingsbands aus dem egoFM Musikprogramm zum Interview. Lasst einen Kommentar da oder ein Like und dann verpasst ihr auch nicht die nächste Folge.